every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On second down now, Silver, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
61, matchbox lights. You're out. Shoot.
Now a give, right side. Silver, and only able to muster a couple, down to about the 27.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Look, squeeze. Go.
On 3rd down, Silver, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. We're scoreless after 1. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Now they try the right side here. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Look at me, zipper!
They'll run on 1st down. It's Porter, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go, set, 18, Gator.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
From
midfield now. Here's Wilson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. The 20. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
At the 14-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Like 22, he's coming, 22's coming. 22 Jet Bombers, 22 Jet Bombers.
They'll try the left side. Silver. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with...
And he's into the clear. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Sam off.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the 9, here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff looking right. Running right through him. He's going to have the first down past the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
First down, Texans.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Check 37. Hey, echo. 53's a mark. 53. Check 53. Coming to you.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming, Mike. Hey,
Miller now Throwing on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
He's checking.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Ready. 15-1. Ready? Hey, Delta. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. He runs. Get it.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
Down. 10-2 stop. Hey, box drop. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Sit up.
Miller on first down. He's got the hook up with Conley. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go. Set. 90. Wolf. I got it. Ready to go. 36. Set go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Silver. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes, we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
10 Lobo. Come on out here. Come get some. Come get Topper. Topper. Here, one. Watch the safety creep. Shoot. Hit it.
On third down, Silver. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Hey, pick your game up. Share.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Texans' 24-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Outlaw. Pilot, 64. Weak. Here we go again. Check. Deep rip.
On second down, Silver. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Ready.
Now they try the right side here. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So with less than a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Go.
Now Miller operating from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So it looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
On the ready.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
70, Indy. Hey, Haywood. 55, come on, 55. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10.
Got it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
Come on, set. 10 logo. Pick me up. Here we go. Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Miller. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Mike, 55. Right there. Go.
To throw on 3rd down. Miller. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clelin Ferrell in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike, 55. Check 55. Mike.
Here's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cleveland Farrell, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Brings up 3rd down.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Go, go. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Max 22, Max 22. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line. Shift, shift. Check 43. Kill, kill, kill. Hard, hard. Go. Big grip, big grip.
Here's Miller throwing on 3rd and long. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. A 4th quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. The Chiefs continue to add on. They're really rolling. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, Go. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Wilson to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Well, I'm no coach, but there's just not time right now for throws that short.
Yeah, sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. As Coach Madden liked to say, sometimes you have to take what you want.
10-2 stop.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive.
53 is the mark. 53. Check 53. Go, hey, exit.
First throw in overtime now for Wilson. Buying time to his left. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the quarter.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.